Everybody, thanks for sticking around. We've got the winners from the last game of the Bad Boy Mowers Crossover Classic, the first day. VCU. Just remind everybody to please put your be on mute, and I will unmute you, and I'll call for you when you're ready to ask a question. We'll start with opening remarks from head coach.
No, look, just really proud of our guys. That was a great game. Coach Smith does a heck of a job with his team. They're so well coached, and they got some really good players. And for us to come up here under the circumstances and have that focus and find a way to, make that run in the second half, it was a team effort. Lots of guys contributed. Lots of guys had great moments, and I just thought we stuck together throughout that second half and found a way to win the game. And then down the stretch, it's a learning process. We got to get better down the stretch of putting those things away. But just really proud. These two guys here made some great plays, and I told Corey in the locker room in front of the guys what a great game and some of the plays he made to help us win today to start off his senior year. And then guy to my left here got us going early and then made some plays down the stretch. And that's it's what we want to do. So just really proud. Great team effort.
Yep. Along with Coach Rhodes, we've got Bones Hyland and Corey Douglas Jr. We will open her up for questions via Zoom. Use the hand or wave function on Zoom, and I will call on you. Question from Noah Fleischman.
Coach, the young guys had a lot of run early on and then throughout the whole game. What did you just see from the freshmen, and how would you just evaluate their play in their first college experience with no exhibition this year?
Well, they weren't afraid, Noah, that's for sure. They weren't afraid. So, I just told them to fly around, be a great teammate and just fly around, play as hard as you can. You'll make some mistakes and just keep playing. And, we have these guys are pretty close for such a new team, and so they could be honest with each other and have honest talk. And, very quickly they can jump on a guy, but they can also pick him up. A lot of high fives, a lot of hugs around here. So, I think they're confident that they know, hey, I'm going to go play, and I'm going to be really aggressive. And that's what we've been preaching to them from the start. So good first game, good start.
Take a question from Lane Casadante.
Coach, you said Monday there might be a couple of things you see for the first time that you hadn't seen in practice. Were there any tonight from these guys?
Yeah, I thought without a doubt. I thought the bench gave us a great lift. Mikkel gave us a huge lift, and Hassan and Brendan gave us great minutes. I talked about the depth in the Army, but I think everybody saw that tonight. Just reiterating that we're going to continue to play that way. I thought Josh played with great composure and Jameer as well. I thought I was worried down the stretch. Not worried, but down the stretch, you don't have a scrimmage, you don't have exhibition, you can't really have, the scenario of that last 4 minutes of the game, and a couple plays we wish we had back. But I liked how Ace and Bones handled the ball, and we got stops late and then did a good job most of the time against pressure. So a lot of things I saw. I'll watch the tape tonight, and I'll have probably a full page or two of notes to get better for tomorrow.
Question from Wayne Epps.
Hey, what do you think kind of changed there down the stretch? We started forcing turnovers like midway through the second half. Was anything said in that under 12 timeout? Just what kind of really changed the tide there to see things come together there?
A little havoc, Wayne. A little havoc. These guys wanted to press. We started getting our hands on balls. We had some great traps. We had some good rotations. Some of the plays they made at the end of the press in the first half, they made some pull-ups and a couple corner threes. But as the game wore on, they took a couple of those shots they missed, and we rebounded it. And, we talk about shooting turnovers against the press, and they had a couple of those that definitely helped us. So, I just think we D'd up. We held them to how many points in the second half? 27, I think it was, 26, and just better defense. And we'll get better on the defensive end as we go along.
And you mentioned a lot of guys. What do you think about the composure of four freshmen in the first start? So just what do you kind of see in that aspect as well?
Yeah, I mean, I think these two guys do a great job helping those young guys, and Levi does as well. But one thing about Ace Baldwin is he's a point guard, right? He and Bones, we have multiple handlers out there. Bones has played the point guard many a times, as you guys know. So we have two guys there that know how to handle the ball and how to handle defense and situations. And for Ace as a freshman, he's very level-headed and really gives us that calming look out there. And then of course having Bones out there, that's multiple handlers, and that's an advantage late in the game.
Yep. We'll do a question from Mark Davis from NBC 12.
Hey, Coach. Nice win tonight. Sorry if this was asked already. I was a little late hopping on, so feel free to ignore me if you did. 29-6 run, I think, by calculation on the finish. What clicked for you guys, and what kind of came together with that 29-6 run?
Put some stops together, Mark. We definitely got some stops. I thought we did a better job rebounding in the last 12 minutes of the game, one and done type of rebounds, and our guards flew in there and got some. And I thought we defended the rim a little bit better late, but it was the press. I think the press, we got some turnovers that led the points and gave us the momentum. So, that press is a great equalizer for us. It's just what we do. So you saw it. We just going to continue to get better at it, Mark.
You guys got some more action on the paint, more successful in the paint in the second half. What changed to allow you guys to adjust to get some more work in down there?
Yeah, just the flow of the game. We had some opportunities in the first half, but we hit threes early. Then we got a little three happy there. But in the second half, I thought we got the ball downhill. Well, we threw it in there a little bit. We got some stuff on rolls and slips, and then in transition, they were scrambling a little bit, and we got to the rim and finished that way. So, we got to be an inside-outside team. And when I say inside, it's just driving it and sharing the ball. And you saw that more in the second half, and that ball was hot, and that's what you saw.
Any questions for our student athletes? We'll go to Noah Fleischman.
This one's for Bones. Bones, you talked about being excited to play with Ace. What was it like for you tonight playing with him? And then how would you evaluate his play with 7 assists leading the way?
On that late game stretch, we need an execution play, and he can make it happen.
Any other questions?
We got one for Corey.
Corey's sitting up here, needs to answer a question.
Leave my man hanging here.
Wayne, how about Wayne? You got a question for Corey?
Yeah, just what is kind of your evaluation, Corey, of again the same thing, the young guys? What were we kind of telling the guys, just as a senior leader, about playing in their first college game, and what was kind of your assessment of how all the young guys played?
Mistakes, but just keep sticking with it. We all in this together. Like, we've been beating each other up since June, so we finally get to beat somebody else up. So enjoy it. Just my take on everything. I was really, really impressed. Like, guys were calm and collective. Even when things got a little rowdy and things didn't go our way and adversity hit, we came together and just stuck to it, and it worked out for us.
And we'll take a final question from Robbie Robinson.
So, Corey, what was it like to play and be healthy? And a lot of the moves that we saw from you today, it seemed to be a healthy Corey Douglas. You haven't been as healthy in the last 2 years. Was it a big deal for you to be out there and be healthy playing tonight?
Yeah, it was a great deal, big deal for me. It was actually fun being out there to play and not have to worry about like any injury, my feet, any of that. Just clear mind, going out there, just playing and doing what I know I can do.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Yep.
See you tomorrow.
Again, a reminder for everybody, this press conference will be archived on the Sanford Pentagon YouTube channel, and we will have box scores on sanfordpentagon.com under the game day download story. Those should be up within the next 15 minutes or so. Utah State will be coming shortly. All right, everybody. We've got Utah State head coach Craig Smith at the podium. Coach Smith will give a short statement, and just a reminder to please be on mute and raise your hand if you have a question, and then I'll call on you. Coach.
Well, congrats to VCU. They played really, really well, in particular the last 15 minutes of the game. They really overwhelmed us. They're very well coached. Those guys really compete hard. We knew it was going to be a dogfight. Obviously, they have a rich tradition as excellence, as do we. They've been in the NCAA tournament 9 of 11 years, and they got off to a great start. Number 5, who is the guy we were really trying to take out of the game, and Hyland, hits those 2 threes right away, and I think he has 3 threes in the first 5 minutes or so, where I just didn't feel like he felt us, and he was able to rhythm into those. And shooting gets contagious, and I think I know their first 4 field goals were threes, and I think they made 5 or 6 early on, and then I felt like we got a little attached to our man and didn't guard the ball very well, and our help side was just okay, but still we were able to handle their pressure early. We had 7 turnovers at a halftime. We want 12 or less per game. We get an 8-point or 10-point lead. And in the last 14 minutes, it was a train wreck in every way, shape, and form. We missed a lot of point-blank shots. Certainly we turned it over. We had 10 catastrophic turnovers, which led to at least 20 points going the other way. It's like a pick 6 in football. And I got to do a better job for our guys. We are very inexperienced in the backcourt, and that certainly showed. Thought we kind of lost our poise. Thought we lost our poise when they made that big run, and they finished the game with a flourish, and we really didn't have a response. So got to bounce back because we play a very good South Dakota State team tomorrow.
Okay. Thanks, Coach. Our first question will come from Ryan Miller. Go ahead, Ryan.
Hey, Coach. You mentioned that your guard line's pretty inexperienced. Kind of just evaluate how they did tonight as a whole.
Well, I thought we were really good early. I thought our freshmen played really well. I thought Stephen Ashworth and Raleigh Worcester did a great job of handling the pressure. Marco Anthony, I thought, was very good for a long stretch. And Brock does what Brock does. And so, Max Shuga got in there a little bit, missed a couple wide open threes. Max is going to be a good player. But obviously, the last 15 minutes or so, they wore us down. They kept that pressure going, and that's what that does. It wears you down physically, mentally. I should have, in hindsight, it's always easy, but I try to play a lot of guys early, get them in the game, get a feel for what's going on. But we need to be better at the end of the day. And, youth is what it is, but we're not going to use those kind of things as excuses. We believe in those guys. I think those guys are going to be very, very good players. But certainly tonight, VCU got the best of us.
More questions for Coach Smith? Final call. Last questions for Coach Smith.
Everybody's in bed.
Yeah.
I got a question. I can't find
Can't hear you, Jacob.
Hand feature.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
No.
Hey, Coach Smith. Super tough first game. What's your overall takeaway besides the huge run in that second half? What are some positives?
Well, I mean, I thought we played really, really well, pretty well. We didn't finish some plays on the defense or on the offensive end, which was really disappointing. I thought we had some great looks. We go 4 for 17 from the 3. I do think this team's going to be a very good shooting team. 8 assists to 18 turnovers is frustrating. Part of that is you got to finish those plays when you're set up. But we just got to get better. I mean, I think our front line is going to be really, really good. I thought Justin Bean was very good all night long. But we got to find consistency, and we're going to keep learning our team. But we got to be better. I thought our veteran guys got to lead us, and that's Cada, Bean, Alfonso, Brock Miller, and Marco hasn't played a lot, but he needs to be a stabilizing force for us. So, it's certainly this one stings, and we got to learn from it. It hasn't been often where we get punched in the mouth and we don't keep punching back. And I felt like we lost a little. I thought we really got on our heels and lost our attack mode, quite frankly. So it's part of the deal. We got to learn and grow from it. And, that's the hard part. You play 3 games in 3 days early on, and you can't feel sorry for yourselves. You got to be ready to come back tomorrow, because all 8 teams in this tournament are very good basketball programs. Now, they're all in different stages of where they're at, maybe, but there's not a team in this tournament that does not have a rich tradition of excellent basketball. And we said that right away when you look up and down the lineup. So this needs to sting. We're going to learn. We're going to watch film tomorrow, and now we got a really quick prep to get ready for a very versatile, very efficient, and experienced team in South Dakota State.
Okay, very good. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
That's it?
Yep.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Again, this press conference will be archived on the Sanford Pentagon YouTube channel, and box scores will be on sanfordpentagon.com under the game day download link. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.